Hey guys, in this video I am going to be going over this timeline put together by Craft of Survival because it is absolutely amazing. It has a bunch of new content and it gives us insight into what the devs are thinking, what their plans are for the game, how the game is going to morph. The game's already good, but it seems like knowing from these plans, the game is going to be getting even better and there's even more stuff over there. And so we're going to be getting into that. First, I'm going to just run through and in these 20 seconds and do what everyone should be doing every day. I'm going to show you guys what, if you don't have any time, to play this game, but you like this game, and you know, because I'm pretty busy, right? I make YouTube videos and stuff like that. I can't be playing this game every day. But what I do is I get on here, I collect my daily reward every day. I'm 4 hours, I'm going to get another one. And then I get on here and I just leave the game running while I'm on the world map. I'm going to go in. And so that by itself is getting me a ton of resources. As long as I get on every day, I get all that free stuff. It's very generous with the devs. A lot of these other top-down survival games do not have that option. To get all of that free stuff. Also important is to come over here to get the daily quests and just grab them all. It's just easier. You can't, they don't change until they reset. So and then you go over here and there's always going to be one that you can just complete easy. You don't have to do anything for it. So make leather and then precious stones and put the undead to rest in the white forest. So this is it. There's usually only one. In fact, I think there's always only one. And so you can see this. All of this is from free stuff. Like I'm getting these. I've never actually earned purple on this account. Obviously my old account. But on this account, I've never actually earned purple. So I got that just from free chests each day. So I'm going to go over here until I find leather. There we go. I'm going to split it up. Get the 3 pieces of leather that I need. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead, go over, put this berry kombote in the drink section. And then I'm going to go over here and so what you do, if you have no time, this is taking me no time, right? Like I'm talking about it, so it's taking a little bit more time, but going in, getting those quests, grabbing the leather that I have in my base, because if you followed my other videos, you will have tons of leather in your base. Come over here, give the 3 leather, done. Let's talk later, okay? Got 400 experience and a chest full of stuff that is worth more than that leather. Now I can come over here and very rarely, it doesn't happen often, but every once in a while you will get another quest. Yeah, it didn't happen. But another one of those quests where you just grab the berry kombote, or you grab leather, or you make some chests. They're very easy quests, and then you go do it again. So that's if you have no time whatsoever. Which lately I have had no time, but I've still been able to just do this and get all of these rewards every day because I've been on vacation. I celebrated, my wife and I celebrated our 10-year anniversary, but with COVID it was 2 years late, so we've been married 12 years and it's been amazing. We keep wanting to build into and develop that marriage more and more, and it's been good. So let's get it, without further ado, let's go into this, and I'm going to go ahead and call someone that some of you guys might know. He is an expert on this game. He knows it better than I do. So hey Flaw Power.
Hey.
Okay, so we're going over the timeline. I know you've seen it. The first one, of course, is just that the iOS build is coming next, which is exciting. I actually didn't realize that the iOS wasn't on any country yet. Is that like no countries have iOS yet?
Yeah, it's not available in iOS.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I for some reason I thought they were gonna release them at the same time, so I thought they said that they were gonna release them at the same time. So I had assumed that it had already released. Um, but since I don't have iOS, I did not realize it. I did get a lot of complaints though from iOS people saying, "Why didn't this game come out yet?"
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little sad because it seemed like they said the next big update was going to be the PvP arena, but it looks like we might even get, you know, it could be as much as like 4 updates or 5 updates. Maybe not. Maybe some of these will get built in together.
I'm not sure about this.
Okay.
I think the PvP will come first.
You think the PvP will come before the new chapter in Aiden's story?
Maybe not this, but like, I think the armor recipes, stuff like this, will be with the PvP update.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. It makes sense that they would add PvP missions and an armor recipe rebalance with the PvP arena. And maybe even they would probably add the armor recipe rebalance with the new Orichalcum armor set. It would only make sense to put those in the same update. So maybe it could be iOS build, and then it would be the new chapter and the new quest from Melanie in one update. And then the next update would be the big PvP update. Oh, and the 3 new armor sets for the best arena fighters has to be with the PvP arena, and probably the 2 new PvP weapon sets. So this is probably all one giant update. These 6 areas right here would be one giant update. Do you think they might even wrap in the Melanie and Aiden story into that update as well?
I think they will make like a bug fix update, and they will add Melanie and Aiden's story. With
Okay.
that. And then one big update with all the PvP things.
Now, I don't remember Aiden's story. You said that after you complete the inn,
Yeah, so it's a side task, but to unlock this task, you have to speak with the NPCs.
does it have to do with the robbed caravan or the burial mound in
It's
Volosdale?
before that. It's before that.
Oh, maybe I already
But-
did it. I'm
Yeah,
not-
you
I'm
have
not
to
very
go to
good.
the screen and there is some enemies spawning there.
Oh, I know who we're talking about. Yeah. Okay, I done that. Okay.
Nice.
I sometimes don't pay attention to the story that well in this game. I know it's good. It's okay, but it's like I need to get better at paying attention to it. So okay, so now the new magic weapon, the orb. Do you think that will be also in the PvP update, or do you think that's going to be more in the Cave of
I
Madness
think
update?
it's another update. I'm not sure.
Okay. Now you were saying you had a lot of opinions on the Cave of Madness, right?
Yeah, but when you look at the pictures, you can see more than one players in the Cave of Madness.
Oh, look at that, guys. This is what he's talking about. So there's more than one person in there, which means it could be a co-op dungeon. If that happens, that is going to really make this game compete with Frostborn, because that's what Frostborn has that makes it so special. Obviously, there's also PvP in zones and it's random, but that's kind of hard to find sometimes. It's weird. Whereas co-op challenges is something that Frostborn has just really mastered. And so if they do that, that will be making them compete with Frostborn. And that will be really interesting to see what happens with that. Okay, well then after that, so I'm going to move this a little bit over. So after that, we've got a bunch of stuff that personally I don't know how to feel about it. Like the Wendigo rework. What do you think about that? I mean, you've fought the
So-
Wendigo many times.
So this is a boss event, but the boss is like normal bosses you can find in zone. So they need to change it to something better, I think.
So right now you can find the Wendigo in
It's
normal
like a daily
zones.
event, just like the mark.
Got it.
You know.
Got it.
You go there, you kill some mobs and the boss.
Got it.
It's like a normal boss you can find in zones.
Got it. I see what you're saying. Okay. And so they're gonna rework that, probably make it harder.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
so
better rewards and stuff. I don't know.
okay. And then they've got this whole new thing called callings, which seems like they're really excited about it. It seems like it's a big deal. They made it the same color as the iOS build, but I don't really know what to think about it. What do you think the expansion of the callings?
The callings is the things you can start with when you create your characters, like Barbarian.
Oh, okay. And so they're just gonna
More of this, I
they'd
think.
make more of it, and we could pick more than one, maybe. That's kind of cool.
Or maybe it's like they will make you can have two of them. I don't know.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, do you know anything about factions? Or no, it says new faction Guardians of Darkwood. That seems like a mob faction, right?
Yeah, it's like a mob families. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so they'll probably add there'll be new locations with that, right? I mean, they're not going to just add random mobs in the current locations.
I think that so you have the yellow zone daily task,
Uh-huh.
but you don't have the red zone daily task yet. So
Okay.
maybe they will make new enemies there with daily red zone task.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So the daily tasks that appear each day, they have green and yellow zone, but they don't have red yet.
Yes.
Got it. So that could explain what the Guardians of Darkwood are. Okay. If you're right, then this new faction event, do you think that is the event, or do you think they're or something
I
else?
don't know what it is exactly. I have no
Yeah.
idea about this.
Okay. I'm wondering if that new faction event is what you're talking about, but they're also going to have some new locations with the Guardians of Darkwood. And maybe, oh wait, here we go. I think I just figured it out. The new faction Guardians of Darkwood are going to be in the new Six Skull dungeon. Look at that guy. He looks like a frog.
Yeah, it's like a king frog.
Yeah, so the Guardians of Darkwood, I guess the new Six Skull dungeon is going to be Darkwood dungeon.
Yeah, that's like a boss. Yeah.
There we go. We figured it out. Okay. And then they've got new armor sets for Warrior and Rogue. It seemed pretty random to me to make the last one on there, but maybe they've got a whole line of stuff that they're just not going to reveal
I
yet.
think I know what it is. So right now you have the magician sets that give stat points.
Oh, you're right. Okay, here, let me show you guys what he's talking about.
So we'll add this for the melee weapon and maybe the bows.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get my free. I forgot about this. You also want to do this every day. All right, that was lame. Okay, so we're gonna go to best offers. No, sets. Okay, so y'all can see here, guys, that the Mercenary Curious, it's really good. It's got really good armor. The Veteran Sword's great. You've got this crossbow, is great. You got this Rogue Jacket, good armor. But look at this. The mage set has stats added to them. 18 intelligence just given to you for wearing this gear. Or was that wisdom? Wait, which one's wisdom and which one's intelligence? The brain is intelligence and the hat is wisdom, right? Yeah. So you can see that it has a lot of stats that this armor is giving us. And so that's what this means right here. This right here is gonna be those statted materials. So we figured it out. Okay, cool. Well, anything else that you have? Like, seems like the devs have some really good plans for where this game is going. They're adding co-op, they're adding PvP, they're adding all of the stuff that we want. What are your thoughts on what they're doing with this?
I think they want to work on the arena first to make like the game unique, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Lost in Blue does have an arena, but it's not that great. And it
They talk about a leaderboard system or a league system. I don't remember something like this.
oh, an
The
elixir
organizing.
system. Yes, I see this. Yeah, yeah. Combat consumables, items that can be used to root, slow, stun. So if they have items that allow you to root, slow, stun, that's not very good for PvE. That has to be good for PvP. But also, it's not that great for PvP one-on-one. So hopefully this arena will have. What I'm hoping is, I see this 3 new armor sets. Oh, no, that's probably for the different classes. I don't know. I'm really hoping that they do some like 3v3 or maybe even bigger. What do you think that they'll do? I know a lot of mobile game companies are worried about lag if they add too many players.
For sure, they will do 3v3.
You're sure of that?
Yeah, they said it.
Oh, they did say, okay, this is why I have him on here. He knows he's reading all of the little notes. Oh, that's amazing. 3v3 is enough to really have a lot of fun. And so that's going to make this more fun too, because now you can stun their damage dealer or you can slow their tank and keep them from being able to crowd control you. That's going to add a dynamacy that we see in Frostborn, but Frostborn refuses to add an arena, which is frustrating to a lot of us. So, that will be amazing if they add. It sounds like they're going to add 3v3, which is, that's getting me so excited. Okay, any more thoughts you have?
I mean, they will add more faction mobs, I think.
Yeah.
When you check on the Play Store image, there is like new bosses and stuff. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, what I'm wondering is it seems like the game is gonna. Well, I have a feeling they're gonna add that PvP arena, and that's what's gonna get them a lot of growth in the game, and then it's going to make it to where, I mean, the Cave of Madness is also going to create some growth because, you work together as a team. You want to go do, some PvE. A lot of people that play these survival games don't want to just do PvP. Otherwise, they'd go play, League of Legends or something like that. They want to do some PvE, and so it's kind of cool to be able to do it with friends. That's one of the things that I love about Frostborn and kind of miss in Craft of Survival is I'm not really doing much with friends. And so if the Cave of Madness has friends co-op play, which honestly would be much easier to add than a PvP arena. Like if they add a good PvP arena, it's going to be much easier to add a co-op place.
They also mentioned co-op buildings for clans.
They have clan buildings?
They want to make co-op buildings, like a clan base or something.
But have they said this or is it just your thoughts?
They say this.
Oh, they've said they want to do that. Okay, great.
Yeah, they say some stuff in the chat sometimes and just
Yeah.
reading them.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked you to join, because I know that you know a lot of you read up on the small little tidbits that I don't have time to read all of the all the stuff they say. So that's cool. Okay, well, yeah, clans, man, that's just gonna make this feel like a true, more like an MMO versus the typical Kafir approach to the survival games. So that's exciting to me. That's really exciting to me. Okay. Well, that's all my thoughts. I don't know if you have any other thoughts, but that's mostly my thoughts on it.
I'm waiting for the arena first. I don't really know for now.
Yeah. Once the arena comes out, will really be the determining factor on where this game is going, because it is something that no game like Craft of Survival has been able to do really well, Like even Lost in Blue is, I'm pretty sure, just 1v1. And so that's just kind of lame. That's not really, that's more of your mobile mash button type of thing. It doesn't have the team dynamics of, okay, I'm going to be the mage, you're going to be this, damage dealer, tank, all of that stuff. And so I'm really curious to see what they end up pulling together on this. So and then once we understand the PvP arena and how that plans out, I think at that point it'll determine where they might go. Not only because, we'll be able to see what their plans are, like how serious are they being about the PvP arena, but I also think that because it's so unique, it's going to draw a lot of people that are going to be wanting more. Oh, please change this. Please tweak this. And we'll be able to see how well these devs listen to us, because sometimes a game, they listen to you really well in the beta, but then once it's released, they stop listening to you, and they're looking at their algorithms or whatnot. And so we'll see what they end up doing. Oh, you just posted something that's really good.
Some dev stuff.
Yeah, so this is
The chats.
this is really helpful to understand where the devs are wanting to go with this game. They said, we want people to consciously go to competitive locations. They don't want to do what Frostborn does, where you go to a location and you're like, I don't know, am I going to get ganked by someone, or am I going to get the stuff and get out? I personally really like that aspect of Frostborn at some level. I also really want there to be PvP areas, but it does create a little bit of diversity to the PvE, and I kind of like that. But I understand a lot of people don't, but it sounds like these devs are really kind of against that. They're going to have PvE locations, and they're going to have competitive locations, kind of like a PvP arena, which I love that. I mean, I'm okay with Frostborn doing what they're doing, but I don't like that they are refusing to do a PvP arena. But then it sounds like they're going to go more than just the PvP arena and add leagues and co-op bosses, which I think we've already established is probably this Cave of Madness. They also specified that, oh wait, do you know that the Cave of Madness is co-op, or you just know from the picture?
From the picture.
Okay, yeah. Which is a good guess. I just wanted to make sure you didn't hear from the devs. And then they also clarified that they will not be introducing a home location like Frostborn, where you combine your base with a friend. But that they will have, PvP arenas, co-op bosses, clans, and apparently there will be co-building in clan areas, that sounds pretty awesome to me. So you get the best, but no one's going to mess with my base. I like that. And I think that part of the reason they do that, in fact, it says kind of here that the part of the reason they do that is because our home location in this game is part of storyline of the game, and so it would be weird for them to take that out, and so that's kind of cool that they basically made it to where your base is part of the storyline. You don't really share that with someone else. He also says here, we have not made a decision on the raid system yet, but we certainly don't plan on making systems with the ability to completely rob other players without their consent to such risks. So that is one of the biggest complaints of Frostborn. I think that if Frostborn were to do it over again, they wouldn't do that, just because it caused so many problems. But yeah, so they've made it clear that if you're going to get robbed, you're going to be making a conscious decision. And it sounds like they're also not going to make it to where they could get completely robbed. So I don't know what that means exactly, whether it's a percentage of your stuff that gets taken. But either way, it sounds like you're going to be able to, they're going to ask you to agree to it. And so we'll see what happens. The problem with that, and it sounds like they haven't they're still wrestling with what to do. The problem is when Frostborn made it a decision, it made it less diverse. It was only people. There was no diversity in people. People would use the same text. It became kind of stale. So there needs to be, I don't know. I would struggle to figure out a good plan. But if the devs won, in my opinion, I would definitely put a lot of thought into it. Nothing comes to mind immediately on how to create a diversity mindset with also that like people consenting to when they want to engage in that risk. I think there are possible ways, but it's not something that's going to be easy. And then they did say that the PvP arena and league system are already in development, and they will appear in the game in the first updates after the start of the open beta testing in the spring. So I already knew that, and you guys can see that here. They have it very early on in here, which is encouraging. We do need to wait for the iOS build, but once the iOS build comes out, that should be one of the first things that comes out. Maybe this whole thing, or maybe with the iOS build they'll add these. That would be cool. They add the iOS build and Melanie and Aiden's story together. That's one update. And then they add all of this together. Maybe this, but probably not. These 6. And that would be amazing. They balance the game. Which a good PvP game needs to always be tweaking balance. They add new armor. They add the arena. They add the mission, PvP missions. This is going to be amazing. This is going to make the game so unique and amazing. And really that's going to determine whether or not this game is going to take off or not, is basically how they do this. This other stuff is amazing, but this I think is the ultimate test for where this game is going. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.